today you had FFIE, Faraday Future Intelligence Electric Inc. Barely, is barely in the green, so it's about just a 3.2% gain. So it's nothing really, I suppose, to write home about. One thing that might seem quite, you could say, is maybe a bit positive, is you're still getting incredible volume overall in the stock. You're getting 260 million volume overall. So the feeling with that is, to me, that I don't think this is going to die down anytime soon. So either for good or bad, I think the stock could still be fairly volatile. And I just, for the sake of the people going long and hoping that this could go to the moon, I hope that this is going to be going up. I have a long bias. I go long. I don't do short, and to me, it's one, it's too complicated, and two, I'm not really down with that. I don't really believe in it. But the past 5 days, so you had by the end of Friday, it was about $1.19. So overall now, when you're at 58 cents, so this is overall in the past, we're talking what, so within the past 3 days, it's gone down about 50%. I did a video last Friday, and I was saying that, Friday I was saying you might get this a day or two more where it will stay around 115, 125. So that, Monday was off, it was Memorial Day. Tuesday it was relatively stable, but then unfortunately, it came crashing down on Wednesday. I don't think it's dead though. I still think it could. I don't think it's going to get anything up as high as like $3 or even close to $4. But I think it could probably next week, if it got up to around, I don't know, anything from 80 cents to $1, that wouldn't surprise me. I'm still relatively, I would say, bullish on FFIE overall. I think it's still a bit of life in this stock, and I still think even when you're getting if you're getting next week on a day 120, 140 million volume, that's still pretty good. And with that, you could do an intraday trade. I think holding it overnight, doing a swing trading this is quite risky. But if you were to day trade the stock, you could probably make a decent gain. And I would say from anything from maybe 10 to 20%, you could do all right with if you were to buy shares in FFIE. I think you would do okay, but I'm not a financial advisor, but based on from my experience with the charts and how things go, you could probably make an all right gain day trading. But today, overall, it shot up it quickly. It went up to about 69. It was 69 cents was the high 4 minutes into market open. And it's typical that, usually within about the first, anything from, I would say, from like 5 to 15 minutes, things can shoot up, but then they can come crashing back down. And then it was around, because I looked at this about, it was 12:40, that was the Eastern time in America. And it was down, I believe it was 8% at that time. And to me, from just knowing from charts and how things go, to me, I was looking at it and I was thinking, it's either going to go back up a bit, or it's going to keep going down. It's going to go back up a bit, or just keep going down and down and down and more in the red. And so it didn't quite get up to 69 cents, but getting back up gradually the past few hours before the market closed, getting to 58 cents. So it's not bad, and I think overall people will feel positive. Going now the end of the week, the trading week, and people will be feeling, people who are holding FFI, I think for the most part, will be feeling quite optimistic overall, I think. Today you had a few stocks that went up quite high, a few big runners. You had NVOS, and that first went up, and afterwards yesterday evening. So they've got this, just looking at it here, that received confirmation of ready, willing, and able issued by HSBC for a leasing and monetizing program. So this, from my understanding of reading this and stuff I'm seeing on social media, this is legitimate use. This isn't just like some pump and dump promoting scam. And I think that's kind of like when you, if people have been following BURU, that was probably more so a kind of a pump and dump. But NVOS has managed to stay pretty, stable through the whole trading day. It didn't really do much, pre-market. It took a while to get going. I think it was like an hour or 2 hours before the market opened that it started to shoot up. But I had a feeling when I saw that it was, about 10 million volume last night, that I was thinking that's probably good enough that it's going to probably make a move, into today, and it did. So there's a lot of opportunities out there to flip and to make some pretty decent gains. I didn't buy NVOS. I actually bought BURU, and I was beginning to think, oh, have I made a mistake? But fortunately, I did okay. I made a nice little gain on BURU. If I had bought NVOS yesterday, I maybe could have made a small gain, because a lot of the times I'll just look at the stock, a few minutes into pre-market open. I don't like playing the waiting game. I get a little bit stressed out worrying about that. But overall, I did. There was a couple of stocks that did okay in after hours. You just, the more you do this, you get kind of a feel for what can be a decent, overnight gapper. And so if you either held NVOS or BURU yesterday, you probably did okay today, I imagine. And yeah, when you've got opportunities there to almost, make some serious dough, solid gains, way better than your average gain that maybe your average trader, day trader would be looking for a stock. I mean, that's not really doing anything now after hours, so I can't see that. I can't see that being a multi-day runner. Who knows? It might just be pretty quiet now, but then start to make a bit of a move going, next Monday. I feel it's probably that's it done for now, but overall, that doesn't mean it's going to go back down. Like, nothing like a 30, I don't think it would go down like 40-30%, anything like that. Maybe anything around from maybe, I don't know, 10-80%. It might go down, when we're talking getting into, next Monday, next Tuesday time. But I think that NVOS will be, that'll be okay for now though. But overall though, I'm hoping that for the sake of, a lot of these, or the average trader, the normies, just the regular people who have put some money into FFIE, I hope that overall that you're going to flip and that you're going to do well. And, but to the moon, right? To the moon. But that's me for now, guys. But feel free to hit the subscribe button, and give me your take. Just let me know overall how well you did and how you've been making some money in the market this week, and what's your overall thoughts on FFIE? Do you think this is going to be going up, or do you think it'll be going down next week? But that's me for now, guys. Thank you.